What's up, everybody? Today we're talking about my absolute favorite topic, and that's web automations. You need to be automating as much of your work as possible. That's how you free up your time. That's how you become more productive and save money. So I try to automate all the most boring facets of my day-to-day work, and I'm going to show you one of my automations I've built for Google Business Profile. So your Google Business Profile is how you connect with people in your local market. So I am reaching out to customers in Cleveland about web applications, web designs, automation consulting, things like that. That's what I do. And I've built a system that will automatically take a Google Sheet input and post it over to Google Business Profile. So what I mean here is you have the post section, and that will allow you to reach out to people searching for certain keywords for the services that you offer. So mine is web developer, web applications, keywords like that. And so you write posts to help you rank higher on Google Maps and in Google Search for your local market. That's how it works. So what's going to happen is we're going to take a look at the spreadsheet, and then we're going to take a look at the automations that are running to make all of this happen. So let's head over to the spreadsheet. And what you'll see here is we have some fields. So the first field is the summary, and that's going to be the content of your post. There's going to be a landing page URL. I've got a couple different ones here. I've got my Calendly booking system link. So if you want to book a meeting with me to talk about your project, you can go to this link, or I just have my website URL here. And that's what I'm using for all of these posts. There's a source for media. So I have some free images, because I think media helps people click through on your posts. So if you want to have a better interaction, add some images. It makes people want to click, and so that's what we're after. On the action type, we've got different types of action, like learn more. I could book a consultation, click to call. So this controls the type of button that I'm going to be putting in the post. And then I need to tell the software if I have a photo or not. So if I don't have a photo, I'd select this other option that says to skip. And then this column here in red is the trigger. So anytime I add data to this column right here, it's going to trigger a webhook to go out to my automator, which is Pabbly Connect, and that will kick off the automation. So let's head over to Pabbly Connect and look at the automation. So this says when a new sheet has an update. So when you add a new row and add that trigger column here, it's going to send it over. And then we're going to format that time into a UTC time. And then that's going to move down to the delay. So if I set it for 3:30 in the afternoon, I want this software to delay until that time comes and then run the post. So that's really how simple it is. There's a lot of software you can pay for that does this, but with a little bit of development work with Google Sheets, you can have this for a much lower price point. Basically, it's free. You're just paying for the task that it takes to run this automation, which is just a few pennies every time it runs. It's not very much. And then you need to be able to have some sort of experience with Google Apps scripts. And we'll just briefly take a look at some of the JavaScripts that are running here. We've got some functions that will add a date picker to the spreadsheet. And we've got some HTML here that will add HTML over into Google Sheets. And so what that is this button here. If I don't want to type this in manually, I can run my date picker. And it's just going to run the little script I wrote, go grab a date. And it doesn't need to be fancy, it just needs to work. So you go and add your time in there. We'll do 3 o'clock. And copy that to the clipboard, or I have a function here to paste to the active cell. Copy to clipboard. And if I were to paste this time into one of these cells here, it would run the automation. So I'm not going to do that, but we have the date format here, and that's June the 12th at 15 UTC. So that would be 3 p.m. my time. And that's really how it works. So you need to do a little bit of JavaScript. You need to understand how Google Business API works, which is not terribly difficult. If I can figure it out, anybody can figure it out, right? And then have some sort of automation to make your life easier. And you could code all of this if you wanted to, but it's just easier to use something like Pabbly Connect to run your automation. So we're just going to run through the process quickly one more time. We're automatically making posts to Google Business Profile. We're using Google Sheets as our data input and trigger. And column F is the trigger. When we put in data here, it's going to package up this entire row in a webhook and send that over to Pabbly Connect. And that trigger is going to be the time that we want our post to go out to Google. So as soon as we hit that column F, it's going to send the data over to Pabbly, and it's going to run through this delay process based on the time that you picked, the date and time. And when that delay is up, it's going to go and push that data over to Google Business Profile. So let's say you wanted it to go out tomorrow and you put that row in and hit that trigger column F. It's going to hit this delay and say, wait a second, I need to wait until this time to then open up the gate and flow down to step 4. So if this is something you'd like for your business, if you want automations, whatever it may be, data flows, internal processes, or you want to do some marketing like this to Google Business Profile, that's what I do for a living. I'm an expert in this field here in automations. So reach out to me and we can talk about how we can save your staff time, your organization time, and hopefully increase your bottom line, because that's the name of the game. We want to do things efficiently and save money. All right, like and subscribe on YouTube to follow more content just like this. I'm going to post more of my automations up there for you to see. And again, if you want to reach out and have a conversation with me, let me know. Go to my website and fill out a contact us form. Hope you have a great rest of your day and never stop automating. Cheers. Have a good one.